welcome back. I always clap when I do my intro. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Amelia Rachel, and as you can see from the title, today's story time is my coming out story. Point blank period. This video is so overdue. So overdue. Like, I posted on my socials ages ago about doing this, and I just haven't done it due to personal reasons, things that I had to address within my life, which I've done now, hence why we are here, hence why I'm making this video, because it's time to spill the tea. It's time. We are here. I don't know why you guys are so nosy about you want to know like my business and all of that, but right, cool, I guess I'm just gonna give it to you anyway. But yeah, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Okay, I'm doing so many things behind the scenes for this YouTube channel. As I said in my last video, my little channel update, if you haven't seen the channel update, go and watch that video. If you haven't seen my last day of school vlog, I say last day because I still have to go in for exams, but last official day of school, if you haven't watched that vlog, go and watch it. By the time this video comes out, they would have been out for a while, so if you haven't seen them, make sure you go check it out, and all of my other videos on my channel that you haven't seen. But without further ado, let me stop rambling. Okay, grab your tea, grab your juice, your water, whatever it is that you want to sip on through this video. Grab your crisps, your sweets, your snacks, grab something, because I'm about to spill the tea on myself for free. Okay, so we're gonna start at the beginning. No, but I want to say the start of my little journey was 2014, so I was 13 years old. I'm not one of those people who, you know, like in most coming out stories, you hear the person say, oh, I knew that I liked girls from when I was this age, or I knew I liked girls or boys from when I was this age and that age. Nah, son. That was never me. That was never the case for me. I thought I was going to grow up, find me a nice little man, nice little chocolate man, and get married and have some kids and settle the hell down. Period. Normal, stereotypical life of a female. Period. That's obviously not the case anymore. I mean, I'm not even sad about it, but still, that is really what I thought growing up was going to happen, because growing up, that is what you're taught, or that's what I was surrounded by, so that's what I obviously deemed as right. So like I said, started in 2014. I had this friend who was a female. Okay, we gotta keep up, guys. Female, okay? Yeah, female. Okay, so I had this friend who was a female. We used to talk every day, non-stop. Whenever I had the chance, whenever she had a chance, we were talking, cool. It was literally just a friendship, but it built and it built and it built and it built and it built to a point where we were calling each other best friends and ray-tay-tay, like, you know, as you do. See, this sun is really not, see how deceiving the sun is, which I have to set up my ring light, because the sun is going up and down, changing the lighting in my room. So if the lighting changes in this video, it's because the sun is deciding to do up and down.
A few moments later.
But anyway, like I said, we started calling each other best friends, and that was that. And I mean, I kind of thought that I had feelings for her, but I never really wanted to act on it. Like, I just tried to push it away and ignore it, but I was like, I have like feelings for this girl, and I care about her, and I have love for her, just a little bit more so than I do for my regular female friends, like what's going on type thing. Anyway, one day we both ended up expressing that we had feelings for each other. I mean, at 13 years old, what are feelings? What are feelings, please? 13. Anyway, that's besides the point, you know. Obviously, I'm not saying you can't know or be sure in your sexuality at a young age. However, with maturity and with life comes knowledge and lessons that you learn. So, you know, there's no surprise if someone at 13 years old goes, oh yeah, mum, I like girls. And then by the time she's 15, she's back liking boys. But I guess that's why I had such a delayed coming out process, because I wanted to make sure that if I'm delivering news like that to the people that I care about, that I'm at least 100% sure in myself with my sexuality, so I can be like, this is this and this is this, like A, B, C and D. So it was a long journey. But yeah, as I was saying, we expressed feelings for each other. That was that. I said to myself, wow, like, you actually have feelings for a girl. Damn, you're gay. Well, the technical term is a lesbian, but you know. But then I started reading into different sexualities and the whole labeling of a sexuality, and I started deeming myself as a demisexual. Now, I will insert a definition of what a demisexual is, okay, somewhere in the video. So I started deeming myself as a demisexual because I didn't want to accept the fact that I liked girls and then totally exclude the fact that I could still potentially have romantic feelings for a boy. But then at the same time, there was so much negative stereotypes and negative interpretations of being bisexual that I also didn't want to claim the B in LGBT and say, oh yeah, I'm bisexual. So that was 2014. But let's fast forward to 2016, where it kind of really was a turning point in my life. So from 2014 to 2016, I was flip-flopping between boys and this girl and boys and this girl and boys and this girl. Okay, so then September of 2016 is when I got into my last. So me and this girl were on and off from the start or the end of 2015. So we was on and off in relationships. Bearing in mind this was a long distance relationship, so she wasn't here, I wasn't hugging her, kissing her, nothing. It was literally a long distance relationship that was maintained via social media. And we were on and off from 2015 up until we got into our final relationship in September of 2016. I just want to make sure everyone's keeping up with the little timeline, okay? So September 2016, I got into my longest relationship that I've been in to date, till this day. As in, I'm not in the relationship till this day, but it's been my longest relationship. Currently, my longest relationship. And it was just under 2 years. It was like about a year and 9 months, just about. So we got together in September of 2016, and I decided a couple months down the line that I was going to tell my mum. My mum is my best friend. I told her everything. We have a really good relationship that I cherish with my whole entire heart, and I don't like keeping things from her. So I was like, I'm gonna build up the courage and I'm gonna tell my mother that I was scared shitless. Promise you, I was so scared, but I did it anyway. Well, to an extent. So I remember it I remember the day so well. I was laying on my mum's floor on FaceTime with said girlfriend, and my mum was on her bed. So now I'm talking, and now at this point my mum just thought that me and her were best friends, that we were really close, like that's just the relationship that we had. And I was gonna say it to my mum, and if you get to the end of this video, you're going to realize the pattern in how I do things, which I will talk about at the end. So like I said, my mum was on her bed, I was on her floor, and I sat up and I was gonna say it to her, and I bottled it. I didn't say anything. So I paused the FaceTime call that I was on, and I sent my mum a text. Now if I can find the text, I will insert it into the video. However, no promises, because like I said, this was back in 2016 and I've got a new phone. However, most of my things are backed up, so if I can, it will be inserted here or here in the video, but no promises. So I sent my mum a text, and it was something along the lines of me and said girlfriend, I was really gonna say her name, me and said girlfriend aren't just best friends, basically, like we're in a relationship. And she didn't reply to me, she didn't say anything to me whilst we was in the room. She got up and she went downstairs. So now me being a little curious cat, I'm thinking like, I can't tell you something like that and you don't respond to me. So I hung up the FaceTime call and I went downstairs to talk to my mum about what it is that I had just sent her. And I'm walking down the stairs now and I'm scared. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like I was scared, but I wasn't scared at the same time. I was more scared of her response to me texting her as opposed to saying something to her. So I went downstairs and she was just like, so tell me how. And I'm thinking, tell you how I like girls? Confused, mum. And then she was like, no. She was like, tell me how you're in a relationship with someone who isn't physically here, referring to the fact that it was a long distance relationship. And I'm thinking, is that all she cares about? The fact that it's long distance and not the fact that I just said to her that I like girls. So I'm thinking, what's going on? But then I was just like to her, like, I don't know, like, don't know where it came from, it just did. Point blank, simple as, it just did. And that was that. That was that, literally. So then when I told my friends that I was in a relationship with this girl, they were like, no you're not. And that's the thing, that I was just like, I wasn't even offended that they said that I wasn't, because in my head I was like, Amelia, this is one big phase, like you're going to outgrow this. This is just a little bit of a skirt, like a little turning point in your life. Like like this is not what your future entails for you. Like, nah. So I had my friends telling me, oh, it's a phase, don't worry, like I think it's gonna pass. Like, not you, like out of all people to like girls, like least expected it to be you. I least expected it to be me myself. So you know when people get really agitated or really taken back when you try and tell them what their sexuality is, or when you try and tell them that sexuality is a phase, they get hurt or whatever. Which, don't get me wrong, if someone is through and through that sexuality that they claim and they know in their heart of hearts that that is them, then cool, by all means you can feel offended that I'm telling you your sexuality is a phase. However, most people that you tell them that their sexuality is a phase, their sexuality is a phase. Give them like 3 years, 2 years down the line, they'll come back to you telling you, oh yeah, I got a boyfriend. So I wasn't even taken back by my girl telling me, oh, it's a phase, oh, like it's gonna pass. In my head, maybe I wanted it to pass, because you know what? It is so hard being part of the LGBT community. On top of that, I am half Jamaican, half Nigerian, therefore I've got Caribbean and African family. I'm black and telling my family that I like girls. not really a good combination. So in my head, I was like, it better be a phase and it better pass. Here I am now, 3 years down the line, not going back at all. I don't know why I'm laughing, because back then it actually was not funny. I was like, what is going on? Like, I slightly felt ashamed. I felt so many different types of emotions. It was just crazy. But yeah, so I told my mum, told my friends. I mean, to be fair, my friends knew before my mum, but the order that I told you, I told my mum, I told my friends. Cool, that was that. In my head, I felt like, now that my mum knows, there's a weight off my shoulder. Off my shoulder? I've got 2 shoulders. The weight off my shoulders. But then I also had to tell my father and I had to tell my grandparents. Now, that was hard. That was more difficult than I expected it to be, just because I didn't want anyone to be disappointed in me. I didn't want anyone to be taken back by what I told them. So I just kept it to myself. Kept it to myself. Only a few people in my school at that point knew. I mean, we were just finishing, we was about to finish in year 11 anyway, so I felt like I didn't owe no explanation to nobody about my sexuality. Those who knew, those who didn't. So fast forwarding now, I've started sixth form 2 years ago, so 2017, I think. I don't know when the hell I started sixth form, I don't remember, but 2 years ago. Okay, so yeah, 2016, 3 years ago, 2017. So, well, started in September of 2016.
September of 2016.
Really, nigga?
That makes no sense, Amelia. That makes no sense. Your maths is off and you are stupid. I started sixth form in September of 2017. There we go. So I went to a different sixth form than secondary school that I went to. So I was meeting new people for the first time. It was a fresh start, a clean slate. And I was more grounded in my sexuality. So at this point in time, I'd gone from calling myself a demisexual to just saying that I was gay or lesbian, you know, I'm keeping up. So demisexual to saying I was gay to saying that I again was demisexual to then saying that I just wanted no label, and that's what I went into sixth form with in my head. So when I said it to people, I was like, oh, I've got a girlfriend. Oh, so you're a lesbian? No. Oh, so you like boys? There's like a really small percentage of me that could potentially still be with a boy at this point in time, now that I am a year and a few months into actually being a lesbian, being gay, being in a committed relationship. But yeah, being in my new sexuality. I'm saying being in my new sexuality like it's something that I went and bought from the shop, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you don't, I'm sorry, my words are not working. I don't know why. I'm not even embarrassed, but I feel like it's such a complicated story to get out there that I'm just like back and forth in my own head. So anyway, like I was saying, new people, new environment, clean slate. Off the bat, people knew that I had a girlfriend. People knew that I liked girls. Like I said, they would then ask me, so are you bisexual? I'll be like, no, I like what I like, when I like it, how I want it, well done. Cook my meat all the way through, thanks, no blood. But I want when I want it, and whether it's a boy or a girl at that point in time, then so be it. And that's just what I was rolling with, because really and truthfully, I didn't have no time. Didn't have no time to be claiming to be bisexual, because I was ignorant and I fell into those little stereotypes and negative interpretations of people who were bisexual. So anyway, nothing really happened in terms of me coming out, and literally that was that. Like, I went the majority of my sixth form time with this girl, still long distance relationship. And then a turning point in my life blossomed from nowhere. Summer of 2018. So I got into a little incident with my girlfriend that was not my fault. It had to do with her and our relationship, and it was just a whole lot of nonsense for no reason. And yeah, it put a strain on our relationship. I was really distant after the situation happened, and it was like I tried to work past it, but I couldn't. Like, deep down inside, it was just knocking on the back of my head like, hey, like, you can't forget about me, you can't move past me type thing. So in May of 2018, in a few days will be a year ago, I slid myself into the DMs of my now current girlfriend. Slid into the DMs. Like, my thing is, the LGBT community in London is pretty much non-existent in terms of our age group. So it's like they're either all in South. South is dying for LGBT. So they're either all in South or they're all bait. So, you know, having friends who are part of the LGBT community is kind of hard for most people. And me wanting to kind of branch out in terms of my friends and who I have around me. I have my people who are my friends from sixth form, from secondary school. I keep them close, but I wanted to kind of venture out into finding more friends who were part of the LGBT community. My now current girlfriend being one of them. So I slid into her DMs on some friendly shit, talking about some, hey, you're in London. We're friends now. Period. We're friends. Okay, great, thanks. And if I have the screenshot for that, I'll insert it into the video. So we got talking on Instagram, and then she was on some, oh, I don't really talk on Instagram, add me on Snap. Added her on Snap. One thing led to another. I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend because I just needed a new start. I was 17 in a long distance relationship, 18 in a year's time, going to uni. Like, it was all long. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was more of an explanation as to why I broke up with her, but that is just the basis of my reason. There was a lot of things that were building up on top of each other, and I was just like, nah, done. Like, it had nothing to do with the fact that, actually, let me not lie, my current girlfriend, when we were talking, it was like, damn, I think maybe I got a crush on her as well. So, you know, if I'm able to not catch feelings, but if I'm able to have like a crush on somebody else whilst I'm in or supposed to be in a relationship, then really and truthfully my feelings in this relationship aren't stable, and that's toxic for the both of us. So we just need to end this. So fast forward from May, me and my girlfriend we're talking as friends, whatever. Never expecting anything to come from it. This was just weird. We just had a weird little connection and things just blossomed from there. And yeah, so now fast forwarding up to October or November, one of the winter months of 2018, I decided to tell my dad that I like girls. And don't get me wrong, he's had his suspicions for many years. Like, it's been brought up time and time again, like he's had his suspicions, so I knew he had his suspicions. And I also sent him a text message. Now remember I said you're gonna see the pattern. The pattern is that I text both of my parents that I liked girls, because I bottled it on both occasions. At first I called him, and then as the dial tone was in my ear, I got scared, I hung up. And I called him back, then I hung up. And I was like, no, I can't do this over the phone. Like, I cannot. No. So I text him. Again, if I find the text, I'll insert it. I think that one will be easier to find because it's more recent than the one with my mum. So I probably will insert that on either side of the video. And his response made me smile. Like, when I pressed send, my heart was, sorry, I thought that was an insect. No. Oh, I really thought that was an insect calling. Anyway, when I text him and I pressed send, I was so scared. Like, my heart was beating out my chest. Like, I was shaking. I felt like I was gonna have a whole panic attack because I was just so scared. Like, I just didn't want to disappoint him, nobody. And he just responded with a, oh, I thought you were gonna tell me that you were pregnant. No, sir. No, I didn't. But he was like, whatever makes you happy. So that was cool, and I did that, and I was like, oh my gosh. That was another relief off my shoulders. So that was either October or November of 2018. Me and my girlfriend got into our relationship officially November of 2018. So fast forward to this year, April, my birthday. I had a party with my family members and obviously my friends and my family members, and I had to tell my grandmother. So, you know, my girlfriend had been around my house a multiple amount of times. She'd been around, like, everyone had met her, everybody knew her, but I never ever introduced her as my girlfriend to my grandparents, only to mommy. Like, I actually told mommy that we was in a relationship. So a couple days before my party, I just told my nan, like, officially. Like, she already knew, and I know she knew, but I just wanted to actually physically give her the respect that she deserved and actually tell her physically, like, this is my girlfriend. Like, my girlfriend is my girlfriend. I'm not gonna put her name out there. For those of you who know her name, you know her name, and if you don't, sorry. But yeah, so that was that. I literally, my nan is the only person who I physically told, like, it came out of my mouth, like, I like girls, like, I have a girlfriend. Oh, and I told my auntie. Like, my auntie's really cool, she's really chill, so I didn't even worry about telling her. The main people who I worried about telling was obviously my mum, my dad, and my grandmother. Hence why those are the 3 stories I included in this here video. So then my birthday came, and my girlfriend had to go through that little nerve-wracking stage where you meet the family, but she really did meet the family. Like, she met so many people on that day. If I was her, I probably would have wanted the world to open up and swallow me whole, but she did it anyway, and I love her. I love her for that, for being strong, okay? Because if that was me, would have probably died. But that was literally my coming out story. I didn't get no people not talking to me, no family giving me the cold shoulder. I didn't get none of that. I'm pretty blessed really, and I think that I actually got it quite easy. I think the most nerve-wracking part of coming out for me was my own emotions and dealing with my own sexuality within myself before bringing it to people, because even something that my nan said to me, well, why did it take you so long to tell me? Like, my nan's another person who I can tell a lot of things to, so she said to me, why did it take you so long? And I said to her that I wanted to be able to give her full information and not half-hearted things, especially with something as serious as this. So that was that really. And this is a 26-minute video, probably going to be longer because I still need to wrap up the video, but that was literally it. That was literally my coming out story. Like, it wasn't even that deep. However, I felt like it was a really long journey for me. Like, the older I got, the more my attraction for boys decreased. I'm now at a point in my life when I know for 100%, like, I know 100% my future is not with a man. Not at all. Period. I like girls. Sorry, I like girl. Singular. Okay, before she kills me. I like girl. And I'm in a relationship. And I'm happy and I'm thankful for my family supporting me. The ones who didn't know but found out on my birthday that have reached out to me, who are being supportive, I respect them and I love them, because it is a hard pill to swallow when, you know, you kind of expect the stereotype to be, oh, let's meet your boyfriend. So I respect them for swallowing that pill and I love them for supporting me. My family is amazing and I wouldn't trade them for the world. My friends, nothing but supportive. The ones who have been there from day dot, seeing me commence through my whole little sexuality journey. Every other day I'm telling them, oh my gosh, like what's this? Like, in secondary school, I was literally like, oh my god, I got a girlfriend. But then, oh my gosh, I like this boy. And then, like, it was long. It was long. But I love them as well. Not one of them ever switched up on me because I said to them that I liked girls. Like, you know, when you have those ignorant friends or people who were your friends, sorry, and you suddenly come out to them and then they start dropping like flies because they feel like you're gonna have some sort of attraction to them. Like, no sis, no one even had a crush on you in the first place, but you know, it's alright, you're not even the shit like that. But that was that really. I would just like to say, this is a little disclaimer, I would just like to say that although this is a coming out story video, I don't condone in the whole concept of coming out. I feel like it's an extra strain on people who are struggling to identify themselves as a particular sexuality. Nobody has to come out as straight. Like, you don't have to go to your parents and be like, oh mum, I'm straight, oh dad, I'm a heterosexual. So I don't see why, as someone who's part of the LGBT community, you have to step out and be like, I like guys, I like girls, I'm transgender. Oh wait, the transgender one, maybe because you obviously have certain people who just won't be with someone who was a transgender. There's a lot of blurred lines when it comes to transgender people. That is not my domain. I'm not going to speak on something I don't know. But in terms of being a homosexual, in terms of being gay and a lesbian, I really feel like coming out, or the phase of coming out, is so outdated and just irrelevant. Because really and truthfully, at my birthday, I introduced my girlfriend to people who didn't even know that I liked girls. But I didn't need to tell them, oh, I like girls. I just said to them, this is my girlfriend, this is this family member. And some of them who didn't know had a surprised look on their face. But that was that. Because I don't feel like I need to be like to you, I am a lesbian, I like girls. And now you can meet my girlfriend, now that you know that. No. Don't think it's necessary. So that is that. Thank you if you reached this part of the video, for watching the whole video. Like I said in the last video, this is a pre-recorded video that will come out during half term. So yeah, no videos on this channel until after June 14th, and some will start, and I will get my little YouTube popping the way that I want it to be, putting in the effort that I need to put in to make sure that my channel grows. And that's it really. So once again, thank you for watching the whole video. If you are at this point, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, share my videos, share my channel. I appreciate all the love and the support that I'm getting from those who are loving and supporting my channel. And that is all for today. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I didn't even spill that much tea because, you know, there's so many story times linked to this little video, that content, okay, channel content. This tea's cold now. I was chatting for too long. But anyway, once again, for the third time, Amelia, come on, get it together. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be back very soon. Okay, I'm Amelia Rachel, and this has been my coming out story. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.